Strength standards for sports are kind of weird because you can always point to an outlier and say they were really weak, but yet are still great at that sport. I get it. It would be better if you could just do judo and not have to go to the gym. I understand many athletes don't like going to the gym. They're sore, they're tired, and you're also probably working a job and someone comes along and tells you you need to work hard in the gym too to have a good chance at being better at your sport. Someone like me comes along, gives these numbers that you need to hit, and you're nowhere near them. I understand. All this for a chance that it'll aid in your progress in judo? I get where this comes from. But for those of you who understand how much difference it will make, the following standards will be split into two groups: the aspiring amateur and the destined for elite. So let's start with the barbell back squat, a lift we've found to be incredibly useful for judo and many other sports. I want the movement standard of decently below parallel with a pretty upright torso. For the casual judoka, I'd like to see you aim for 1.5 times body weight for reps. This will usually translate into a double bodyweight single at some point, but if you're repping 1.5 times body weight, you've enough strength to satisfy me from an injury resilience point of view and enough brawn to put some force into your throws while resisting your partner. The common question here is, but Owen, I'm 120 kilos. Do I need to rep 180 kilos for 2 to 3 reps? Yes. Yes, you do. It's always the heavier athletes who use their weight to their advantage on the mats, but then are mad having to lift just a little bit more weight. For the elite athlete, you're going to be aiming for around double body weight for reps. I will give some leeway to the big boys here. Instead of taking total body weight, we might use lean mass as a better indicator. So once we start getting over that 100 kilos body weight and 20+% body fat, we do need to taper our expectations a little bit. So for example, if you're 140 kilos, 25% body fat, we're looking at repping 200 to 210 kilos here. There's a specific reason I didn't mention singles here on the back squat. While they're not dangerous, you are more likely to hurt something compared to lighter weights or reps. That's not to say you can't go for 1 rep maxes, but rep maxes moving up in weight are more than sufficient of an indicator to show you that you're progressing. If you're looking for a high-level judoka repping 200 kilos, here's Martti Pumalainen squatting 200 kilos for 7 reps for some deep reps, I might add.